start at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. And incomplete to open things up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brady going to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the counter, here's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Jair Alexander making the play there defensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers steps away to his left. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to
set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great job, great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Brady now on 1st down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Brady, Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
locker room. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Fournette, a first down carry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 49 yards out. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Rodgers again now. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 2. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 19-yard
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
At the 7-yard line.
Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the line.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Being chased out left.
And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter.
What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10 to about the 40-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw is Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Now Brady. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Succop's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The kick by Crosby is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6.
Now Rodgers.
And he will be out of bounds here, but that will take precious seconds off the clock on a play that will wind up going for no gain.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
He finds Watson complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.